Hello, guys. Today we'll have some tactic training, I think. It was some time ago. So, White has a winning attack here, but the question is, of course, how do we nail it? How do we put Black to his final rest and win this as White? Well, that's the question. The pawn here is one step away from promotion, if it wasn't blocked by the rook, of course. So the thing is, if we don't find a winning combination here for white, we are not even winning. Then it's just a draw. So you have to think hard and really analyze this and see if you can come up with the winning attack here. Go ahead and pause the video now. All right, welcome back. So, well, black is in a bit of trouble, obviously. So, if we start with the basic, perhaps a check here, well, it's not winning. Black can put the bishop in between, but he can also just move his king, have a discovered check here, and we are not really going anywhere from this. Something like this, and well, he can take this with really any piece and just have a draw. So the rook check is not good enough for sure. We need it there to block the king from coming to d7. So what about king g7 then? It moves away the king from the discovered check threat, and also it builds up for a mate threat of our own. Queen f8 next move will be checkmate if black doesn't do anything about it. But this is not good enough either. Black has one single defense move, and that is bishop d5. It blocks this rook file here, so it builds up the chance for white to escape on d7. And that's actually good enough to save the draw. We can try something like this, check. We can take the pawn here with a check. Note, the bishop is pinned, so he cannot take our queen. But he will simply just escape to d6. This bishop is protected by the queen, and we are not coming any further here. We will have to settle for something like this, and that will end up in a draw eventually. So, king move is not right. What about queen d6? This looks good, and it actually has some traps. Because black cannot take this pawn, not with the rook, because of the immediate checkmate. And it cannot take it with the queen either because of rook e1 check, which will be a checkmate in a couple of moves after black sacrifices pieces. But this is not good enough either, because now it's a pretty long variation, but black has a queen to b2 check, which will lead to a draw by repetition eventually. If it tries to escape with the king, well, we have the bishop involved also, and you see now it's getting troubled. If we try rook d4 to block the check and also still threatening the queen here, well, black has a pretty good defense in playing bishop d5. He can actually also sacrifice the queen here and take the pawn after that and just sit around, but this is even more easy and beautiful. We force the queen away from the d6 square, and after this it will be a draw by repetition because black will simply check back and forward here, and white cannot stop this. Something like this, and it will be a check by repetition and a draw. So what is the right answer then? Well, of course, a lot of sacrifices involved. So here we go. Let's start with sacrificing the rook. Check on d8. As you see, the queen covers this, so it's a forced move black has to take. And what did we achieve by sacrificing a rook? Well, we got a chance to sacrifice even more. Let's sacrifice the queen as well. Queen f8 check, and again, it's I would say forced move, but of course you can go to d7, so it's not really forced. But then we will take here, get another queen, and this is pretty obvious checkmate in a few moves after this. Uh, well, something like this. It's not really something we have to look at, but it's winning in the end. Actually, when I see now, it's better to move this queen here, of course, and this will be a checkmate in a few moves after this. Okay, so the queen sacrifice on f8, black king takes. We grab this rook, promote to a queen. Now it's a forced move. The bishop has to go in between. Another check with the queen on d6. Another forced move. And at last, queen h6. And checkmate. That is the forced variation. You have to see it from the beginning. Sacrifice the rook, sacrifice the queen, and this pawn will be the hero of the day, becoming a queen and then checkmating in 5 moves from here. So that's how you solve this. Do your do your sacrifices and win in the end. Very enjoyable little puzzle, I think, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.